Hi, I'm Juan, and I'm going to continue with the presentation Are people for country mostly conservative or liberals? That Philippine people are conservative. Philippines is very conservative country. Philippine adults strictly about to our traditions. It is something that is wrought from our culture, and looking at conservative as an ideal is anchored to remind of some Philippines, especially if the earlier their strong comfort the traditions, the notions of what is right and wrong, the act of being proper and ethical in behavior are very deal here. You may be judged by your acts and you may be identified as someone you are not. Your acts sometimes people on conservative. We can see that is certainly the Philippines people are very conservative. Young people are more single oral as non-conservative, but they probably upload their tradition regress of where they look then in a judgmental way, why or not. Are people religious? The country has a conservative culture. This is dominated by the Christian people, which is heavily wrought to its major religion, Roman Catholics, that led the Philippines as the multi-religion countries in Asia. Also, other religions were introduced to Philippines that majority still remain as Catholics. Also, the country has households and Sundays are days to go spent for God. Catholicism has influenced by the Spaniards when it invaded to our country for more than 3 years. 3 million years. What are some of the festival or holidays that they are part into? They are will to a festival like, for example, the Panagemba in Baguio, Sinuluk in Cebu, Atiatian in Aklan, Nazareno in Manila, and Flores en Mayo, which is a contemplative part of their inspired by their religion. They are not often celebrated for Christian saints or too. Mothers and sons are holidays so much. Also celebrated by the families incorporating religion main festival like the Panajemba in Bio, how I was to say. And this is a very part to they inspired by our religion. This is are often celebrated for this for certain saints and also the families in comparting the religion means they like to go a festival from of a urban area, but we are were supposed to fitness and attend the cinnamon festival in San Fernando, Pampagana. Unfortunately, that was popped up because of the virus. But in there's of holiday, I think Christmas season we always be on the top experience that you signs it's the time that everyone celebrate and a time for our family to be unit. It is of great importance for them to celebrate both special dates and festive dates, especially the young people, since they are the ones who want to know and live new experience, since they can express themselves openly and able to experience new experience even since they like to get away from routines mornings and not fall into monotony. Do you people care about all traditions? The young generation are still influenced by the Philippine tradition, almost not as heavy as the older tradition. The young generation is gradually become more accepting towards a liberal system. Traditional are persevered here. You takes in a part principally that the culture we have in nursing it even up to these days. We have daughters and sons still valuable traditions that we are passed from one generation to another. We have a thing called pragmanan, an act of gently grabbing in an of the elders and putting it your forehead. This is a tradition that shows respect and love. However, I can say that Young's preventions of the culture and tradition is not as strong as people for other generation. Do we can conclude that even though young people are proactive and want to complete without starting to speak, they always need something or they not complete in the same way. The ingrained tradition is behind modified by the new generation, which is the same but adapting it to its time. Eh, do people get married young? People in this country tend to marry at young age. The ideal marriage age from most Philippines is 25, 23 the years old. Most of the people do get married in early age because it's an ideal here that you marry after having a degree of you already have a stable job and the and life that support the family you are creating and the life that can carry burdens technically this person comes from 27, 30 years or age and we can see that as people, do you think the people date of late try date little people? Some Philippines prefer dating people from same age group or if not couple of have a small age gap. As a matter of fact, a survey report that most Philippines women want date people 10 years young than them. Dating is not near where it is practiced by people centuries already, but before entering a relationship, constrict is a mode that usually lasts for months to years. It is an ideal act. Here, that is one of the parts of knowing the person more priority to behind official lovers. It is done to make sure that you will end up to a right person in this of who they that. People here prefer some with the same age or worse age gap. It's not too far. How liberal are people relates to the sex? Filipinos are still not very liberal when it comes to topic regarding sex. Sex education was actually proposed to be taught to grade 3 students, but was proposed to do certain culture issues. A lot of Philippines are still conservative regarding this topic. As a matter of fact, a lot of people I know are against premarital sex. Some Philippines are conservative premarital sex is supported, but some of the Philippines are dealt to be specific. This is because of the possibility of 10-ish pregnancy and behind or prepared in time of give birth to new humans behind as well as the belief that premarital sex is a part of our culture. Due to this conservative belief, sex is really sensitive here. Parents usually don't let their children witness anything that has sexual acts or even soft porn, movies. Sex education is also not included in the curriculum science from the people believe that is not appropriate for the children to hearing this relate to sex. To conclude, we can see that when it comes to the touch these type of subjects, they are in some way exalt science from them certain norms imposed in some way more than anything else, but the same culture must be met, thus representing in some way a part of an essential in education in the sexual development of a child to a young person, leading to taboos and insecurities disgust but a small screen that at one point in his life we will discover it.